And we've reached it, folks! I didn't think we'd make it. It was starting to drag its feet a little while, but for some strange reason, you guys keep coming back to my videos, coming back to my channel, and showing your appreciation. So, for that, I just want to say thank you, and I hope you all have a happy Halloween this year. What is up, YouTube? I am TheNMan64, and we have reached 3,000 subscribers. And for that, not only am I doing a Q&A video for you guys, I am also doing the Mystery Box Let's Play, which has recently been revealed, of Rugrats Studio Tour. And further to commemorate our wonderful, beautiful 3,000 subscriber milestone, and to celebrate Halloween, we are going to play a board of Horrorland in Mario Party 2. Unfortunately, I've already played the board. This is post-op recording, mostly because I tried to record a little bit of it with Elgato, and the audio was very choppy, so I figured, you know what, who knows. And what's more important is you guys get to see a pretty decent run-through of Mario Party. I think this was a very good game, all things considered. I'm obviously not going to tell you who won. Might not have been me this time, guys. You never know. But I did have a bunch of questions, a lot more than I thought I'd get. And unfortunately, this video isn't necessarily that long. And what happened to my water bottle? Oh, here it is. Today's water bottle is brought to us by Core Hydration. Anyway, because I had so many questions to filter through, what I decided to do is I'm going to do a special Q&A video to answer the rest, or as a few more of the questions that I've gotten, as well as some new ones that I might get from you guys. It's friggin' Wario getting a hidden block. So I've limited the Q&A to 13 questions because 13 is a spooky number, and this is a spooky holiday, and all that jazz. Okay, and we have 13 questions. I was sort of leaning more towards Halloween-themed questions. I do have a couple, and I do have a bunch of recurring favorites, some anonymous, some Mark Leotas, some Blue Hedgehogs, some CC Roses, and one new one, so hopefully we get to take a look at that one for a little bit. But to get to the meat of things, the things you all want to look for and see, the first question comes from Blue Hedgehog Man 17, as one would expect. He has, I think he has the majority of questions on here. What is your opinion regarding Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? He had like 3 or 4 other questions regarding the subject that he's asked me, so in lieu of answering them in 4 separate things, I'll answer my general opinion as quickly as I can, because as we know, this video is not particularly long. Well, it might be particularly long for you guys, but it's not like an hour and 20 minutes long. You get the point. I'm genuinely impressed. I'm very content that so far what has been announced is no DLCs. So everything is characters that either are just going to be unlocked the old-fashioned way, or characters that are going to come with the game once you get it. So I'm very impressed with that. The graphics I'm impressed by. The characters, I don't know, I'm sort of on the fence about. Like, King K. Rool I get. Like, I would never say King K. Rool should not be in the game. Simon Belmont, of course, also. I thought it was a shame that they didn't bring him in Wii U, personally. I mean, I'm no huge fan of Castlevania, but it's the same as, like, when Snake first came on the scene in Brawl. Metal Gear started out on the Nintendo. Castlevania started out on Nintendo. I know they've sort of like been drifting through here and through various other systems recently, but I think, like I said, I think that's fair. The advent of a lot of these of the clone characters. I know they have a different name for them, like Echo characters, whatever they are. They're clone characters. Let's not get real here. They're clone characters. Like, we don't need Young Link, Toon Link, and Link in the same game. We don't need... we never needed Pichu to come back, first of all. I don't recall anyone who ever used Pichu, unironically, except maybe my cousin when she was trying to test out Smash characters for the first time, and let's say I sort of devoured her alive with Dr. Mario, but I digress. Again, ironic, because Dr. Mario is a technical echo character of Mario, but anyway, moving on. Some of the ones, I don't understand why they would want to add more, like, echo characters. I guess to boost up the roster, but it seems artificial to me. Like, I know King K. Rool's probably not going to be a, what's it called, echo character. Like, the only character that I would possibly see him echoing is Bowser, and I don't think they'd have the guts to do that. I haven't seen much of the King K. Rool moveset videos, but I did read about his introduction to the game, and like I said, King K. Rool should be in the game. Like, I want a bunch of heroes, a bunch of villains, a bunch of random characters. I don't want... I like the original Smash games. I feel the rosters are a little underwhelming. But the fact that every previous Smash character is coming back, I'm impressed. I missed the Ice Climbers in Wii U. I wasn't really, like, amazing with the Ice Climbers, but I did appreciate them. As I drink. I appreciated the Ice Climbers. I appreciated Snake. I'm happy he's back. Pokemon Trainer's the one that's going to surprise me. Like, are they going to change the Pokemon that he has? Or, because I know Charizard's his own character in Wii U. I don't think they'd want to take that away, especially since Charizard had his own Final Smash and all that. It'd be kind of weird if they took that away from him. Daisy is one I'm sort of like, really? Like, we really needed Daisy? Like, I know people like to complain that, like, look, the meme fest of Waluigi being in Smash. Look, he should have been in Smash from Brawl forward because of how popular a character he is, but I digress. The fact that they say Daisy should be in Smash, but Waluigi shouldn't, even though Daisy was only in one story game, and that was Super Mario Land, and that, look, Super Mario Land's almost like 30 years old, and has not had a remake, has not had a follow-up. Well, it had a follow-up, but I don't think Daisy was in the one that Wario was introduced in. But I don't know, like, Waluigi, I am very disappointed that Waluigi's not in the game. I could have sworn he would have been a great addition to the Smash cast, especially since he'd have his own moveset, but you can't win them all, and I am going to get a Switch ultimately. It's gonna be in the future, obviously, because I have other things I have to do. I have other plans for 2019. I have money restrictions, obviously, even though I kind of won, like, I think $200 in lottery today, which is awesome. I do have money restrictions, I do have time restrictions, I do have space restrictions, because, like I said, I may have moved into a different place, but that doesn't mean I have unlimited amounts of space. So, eventually I will get the Switch. As I've said in previous videos, my focus in 2019... my focus in video gaming for the next 2 to 3 years, next year or so, are going to be, well, other than my Let's Plays, of course, are going to be, Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Spyro trilogy, along with maybe getting, like, maybe like a retro system, like the Retron 5 or something, I don't know. But that's basically that. And wow, that took me 6 minutes to answer. Jeez, I need to start picking up speed. Question number 2 is from Anonymous. What was your favorite Halloween costume? Well, I was supposed to go to a party last year on Halloween. And I had everything set that I was supposed to be, I had a nice, Robert Baratheon costume. In case you don't know, Robert was the king in the first season of Game of Thrones, a real fat, drunken slob. And I would have loved the idea of being Robert, but unfortunately I had to work that day, and the costume didn't really get much. And I didn't have a Warhammer anyway, so the only thing I had a believe it or not, I had one of those toy things of Thor's hammer, and I was running around using that, pretending I was Robert. Unfortunately, I must have been drinking, and I threw it against the tree in the backyard this summer, and it shattered. So that's really cheap plastic they had. But that would have been my favorite costume. But since I didn't really wear it anywhere outside of places, my favorite costume was probably either when I was Jafar, or, believe it or not, I don't have the photo with me, but I was going through some stuff when I was at my mom's, because she had all the photo albums out, and there, I shit you not, there is a picture of Panda and I apparently had matching costumes one year. I think it was like 1998 or 1999, around that. He was 3 and I was 4. He was Woody and I was Buzz Lightyear, and I think that would probably be my favorite, like, Halloween costume. If I had to pick one. Because I saw that picture and I was, like, enamored with it. I mean, I don't remember everything I've been for Halloween. I know I was a pirate a couple of times. I was a ninja a couple of times. I was Darth Vader. I was, I think, Jango Fett once, or Boba Fett, one of them. I was Buzz Lightyear. I was Tigger when I was really little. My mom used to torment me like that. I was Jafar. But, like I said, if I had to really pick a personal favorite, I would go with the Buzz Lightyear and Woody thing, because, look, we were adorable little shits. If I find the photo, I will definitely upload it. Not to embarrass him or anything, or me for anything, but we were just adorable little shits growing up. And the fact that him and I were so close, we were like brothers at that point, and we both our parents thought it'd be amazing if we had matching costumes. That's ingenious. I think it was 1999 more that I think about it, because that was the year Toy Story 2 came out, so I think that was probably why we did it. Okay, moving on. Question number 3 is from Mark Leota. Are there any games you regret Let's Playing? No, not at all. Look, I'm disappointed with some of my Let's Plays, whether it's for technical issues, whether it's for the game very not meeting my expectations, be it Pokemon Black or Coded. Don't even want to think about that game. Yoshi Story, Super Mario World, all the issues I've had with Super Mario 64 DS, among other things. But I don't regret Let's Playing them. The only reason I would regret Let's Playing a game is if I liked the game, like I adored the game, and I really screwed up a lot in the Let's Play. Like, if I had done it with Kingdom Hearts 2, I would definitely regret playing Kingdom Hearts 2, but I don't. Because, so far, despite the final episodes, which you'll see in a couple of months, or as the months drift by, I really didn't have any problems with any of them, so, well, I had issues playing the game, of course, because I'm incompetent as all hell, but, no, I don't regret Let's Playing any game that I have Let's Played. I might regret playing some in the future, because while I was waiting for this video to process today, I played a bit of Crystal Shards after not playing it for months, and oh dear lord, I don't know, I got my ass handed to me in level 4, and that's supposed to be one of the easier worlds. I was so focused on picking up the stars that I completely forgot that there were 2 Crystal Shards in the early areas of the game that I just completely, like, ignored, because I'm, again, incompetent as all hell at platforming, apparently. But you'll see that in the Super Mario 64 videos that pop up. Question number 4 is another one from Blue Hedgehog Man, and he would like to know, will you be adding Smash Ultimate to your Super Smash Bros. Anthology Let's Play? Yes. But it's probably not going to be next year. Next year's already got a loaded schedule with Rugrats Studio Tour, with all the projects that are going to be carrying over into next year, Kingdom Hearts, possibly Mario Party 4, definitely Pokemon Heart Gold. And that's 4 games right there. That 3 that are carrying over, 1 that's starting. Then you gotta add Spyro to that. Then you gotta add Mario Sunshine's or Super Mario or Yoshi's Island to that. Then you gotta add Mario Party 5 to that. Then you gotta add either like Kirby 64, of course, even though I gotta practice at that game apparently. And then after that, you've got the big Let's Play, which is, like I said, is either going to be Pokemon Coliseum, The Wind Waker, or Tales of Symphonia. I'm leaning more towards Tales of Symphonia because NCS is, Nintendo Capri Sun, is doing a randomizer Let's Play of The Wind Waker. And I don't want to step on his toes or anything, even though he should definitely be done by the time I would work on mine, but still. Pokemon Coliseum, I want to start 2020 with, and then, like I said, Tales of Symphonia would be the one other project I'd be working on, and it would probably be a blind run through it, because, to be honest, I've only watched, I remember playing it once, but it was never like, sorry about that, it was never a full playthrough of the game. Like, it was like maybe like an hour or so at a friend's house, and then I watched a couple of Miss Anella's videos, and again, they were out of order, so yeah, I don't really know much about the story, but as far as I can tell, I've been told it's an amazing game. It has 2 discs on it, so it's gonna be one of those long ones. It's gonna be a Final Fantasy showdown. Ugh. Jeez. But yes, it'll probably be in 2020 the earliest. With, I mean, 2020. As far as right now, I only have 3 projects planned for. 4 if you count Mario Party 6, and that would be Coliseum, Birth by Sleep, Mario Party 6. So with Smash getting brought back, it would probably be 4. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Question number 5 is from Wario missed. Oh, I missed! Question number 5 is from Anonymous, and they would like to know, at what age do you think it should no longer be appropriate for someone to trick-or-treat? As far as I can tell, the days we make these kids die, and, like, I don't know. The day we make the kid in us die is the day we die as a species, because look, I would love being a little kid for a while. And the only reason I stopped trick-or-treating was because there were other things I had to do. Like, I was in, I was more into church back then, and I was in a religious study group that happened to fall on Halloween, which was not fun. Then I was in football, and you were basically restricted from doing any unsolicited, non-football related activities on Halloween, especially if we were in the playoffs, which I don't think we ever were, because we were terrible. And then on top of that, there was a lot of stuff that just kept me from trick-or-treating. Obviously, I've been playing video games to compensate for the fact that I don't want my inner child to really die, even though he's a sickly old man, because he gets miserable at the slightest hint of things not going his way, but whatever. I personally don't think there should ever be an age where someone tells you to piss off, but unfortunately, it's a case-by-case situation, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask, as I don't think anybody should be told they're too old to trick-or-treat, because then it's like, well, you're too old for Disney, you're too old, and then the people who say that you're too old for that stuff, you laugh and you tell them, well, you're too old to be friggin', yeah, you could just go into all that jazz, and it would just get way too mucky after that, so live however you want to live, folks. The N-Man approves. Question number 6 is another one from Blue Hedgehog Man, our third from him, and judging from what I have on here, I have 2 more from him. Oh, well, this one and 1 more. Will you ever stream again on Twitch? That, again, I need time. I spend most of my days off, whenever I have the luxury of having a day off, recording and editing for the channel, so, and I don't know if it's just the weather, my illness, allergies, whatever. I've been a lot more tired recently, and drained, and, like, just fatigued. There's been a lot of stuff going on at home, and well, it's like I said, I've thought about it. I want to get back into streaming, but it's gotta be more regulated, more on my terms, and I need the time to work with and experiment with all that I have, which can really, like, balance, like, and differ in many different ways. So I want to, but I'll have to see how things progress, really, is what I'm getting. Oh, wow, Peach, that was terrible. Peach! Jesus! Haven't you ever heard of trying? Jeez Louise. Jeez, oh, there we go. Alright. Oh, okay, I guess we're not going to be able to get a shot in on goal. Oh my god. That might have been the worst game of speed hockey I've ever seen on a friggin'... Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we gotta go to the next question. This one's from Mark Leota, his second. He has one additional one on here. Mark would like to know, do I have a favorite Halloween candy? Laffy Taffy. Wonka Laffy Taffy. You can never go wrong with it. I love chocolate. I love Three Musketeers bars. I love Hershey bars. I love Wonka bars, Crunch bars. Not a big, like, almond or nut fan, so I'm not a big Snickers fan. Don't like caramel, so I'm not a Milky Way fan. I know I'm very weird like that, but I'm very specific when it comes to my chocolate. I'm more of a dark chocolate type of guy, personally, but hey, to each his own, I suppose. But if I had to pick one, it would definitely be Laffy Taffy, and if I had to pick a flavor of Laffy Taffy, it's strawberry. I like grape, I like cherry, I like banana. Sour apple I'm okay with too, but if I had to pick a single flavor of Laffy Taffy that I love the most, it would have to be strawberry. I could literally eat strawberry Laffy Taffy until my teeth rot. Okay, question number 8 is my last one from Blue Hedgehog Man. Do you plan on owning an NES or SNES Classic in the future if you do not already have one? To answer the second part first, I do not have an NES or SNES Classic. And to be honest, I'm not particularly interested in getting one. The N64 Classic, should it ever come out, I would be interested in getting. But, in all honesty, like, the NES or SNES Classics, I'm not particularly interested in because the NES games have been on virtual consoles and on various... There have been various ways to play NES games for, like, the last 20 years. I mean, I used to have one of those completely legal plug-and-play systems where you could play all of, like, ripped-off NES games. Like, you had Super Mario 64, you had Kid Icarus, Ice Climbers, Dig Dug, all those bunch of other ones on there. But you had the Virtual Console, you had a lot of other things. The same with the SNES, and I own an SNES, so why would I want to get a system just to play some SNES games I don't own? Look, if I don't have an SNES title, it's either that I haven't been able to find a hard copy of it, or I'm just more interested in other titles. Like, A Link to the Past, I'm not paying $100 at my local video game store for. If I really wanted to play it, I'd download it on the Virtual Console. I would assume the Switch is eventually going to get a much better Virtual Console, if at all. I know I've heard rumors that they're just going to try to do what, like, Xbox and PS4 and PlayStation have done with, trying to... Oh, you can... If you subscribe to our thing, you can play a bunch of them. And that, but... I'm not... Oh my god, with these friggin' hidden blocks. Oh, Jesus. I don't plan on getting one, if that's what you said. Because, I don't have that many SNES games, but I always play them when I do. I have Toy Story, I have Lion King, I have Aladdin, I have Super Mario Kart, I have Kirby Dream Stars, Super Mario World, / Super Mario All-Stars, Donkey Kong Country, and, the Yoshi's Island. Those are the games I have, and those are the games I love. I don't have A Link to the Past, I don't have Final Fantasy III. Those are games I've definitely considered getting. Like, Link to the Past, not as much, because, like I said, I prefer the Toon Link designs of Zelda than the classical, old, fanciful Zelda, you know? The Lord of the Rings-esque ones. I like my Lord of the Rings with my Lord of the Rings, or Game of Thrones. I'd rather my things go to that. But long story short, don't plan on getting an NES Classic. Don't plan on getting an SNES Classic. Also, if you have one, you've either paid way too much for it, or you are way too lucky to be wasting your time playing that. You should be in Vegas making shit tons of money. Moving on. Question number 9 is from Anonymous. When will Mario Party 4 resume? Funny you should mention that, because I'm actually planning on recording Mario Party 4 tomorrow. I want to do Koopa Seaside Soiree first, because we have to get that done. That was ridiculous that the game was just cutting out huge chunks of the game. And if I only end up doing Koopa Seaside Soiree, I'll take it. I'll accept it. I am not a particularly difficult person to finagle with, you know? But yes, in terms of uploading, it's probably going to start uploading again around Thanksgiving, maybe the end of November, after my birthday, basically. Because I have to do the birthday bash. I have to set up what I'm doing for the birthday bash, which I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna keep it as an N64 exclusive one. Like, I'm gonna do Mario Kart 64. I'm gonna do Pokemon Stadium one or two, maybe both, and then I'm going to do a Mario Party game. There were a few other things I wanted to do, but honestly, I think that's probably my best bet, just to keep it on a consistent system, and so I don't burn out Elgato. Last thing I need is to burn out Elgato. I mean, granted, I still have Hop Hog, but that literally only limits me to the PS4 and Wii U recording, which, again, means I can't do... Well, good news is, actually, next year's Let's Plays, with the exceptions of... I'd have to go get Tales of Symphonia. But the majority of next year's Let's Plays are not getting affected. Mario Party 5 is the only one that really gets screwed. But whatever. Long story short, it's probably most likely in December, but between like Thanksgiving and the early parts of December is probably when Mario Party 4 is going to resume, because I want to finish Mario 64 DS first. Get Pokemon onto its hiatus, get Kingdom Hearts into an area where I can start uploading that more frequently, and then do Mario Party occasionally to spout it out and keep things fresh, you know? I don't want to be too boring. Because you guys know Pokemon Heart Gold's going on hiatus after the non-existent fight with Lance now. Thank you very much. Friggin' headset. So unfortunately, it's probably gonna have to wait a little bit. A little bit. Guys. Just a little bit. And Luigi's going for a Bowser Bomb. This can only lead to good things. Actually, to be fair, I have never seen, up until I played this game, I have never seen Bowser moving around on the Horrorland board. He's gone around on all the other boards for me, but never this one. It's a letdown compared to how many other P-dances he's done and awesome jigs he's done. This is just him moving up his arms like he's a friggin' bat. I don't know, it's kind of boring. Bowser, I'm very disappointed in you. I was expecting better. But at least you're going to steal all their coins and give me an opportunity to reclaim my glory as the Coin Star Master. I don't know. Question number 10. Wow, we've actually gotten some pretty good time since that first question took up so much of my time. Question number... Oh, dear. Is another anonymous one, and this one could be another... This could be either be a very quick one or a very long one, depending on how I want to talk and communicate and all that. Oh, dear. Basically, it's asking me, do I prefer the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown or a Charlie Brown Christmas? God, that's like saying which one you prefer more. Granted, I haven't really been able to enjoy Halloween much since I've become an adult. But if I had to say anything, I still like a Charlie Brown Christmas more. I think because I've seen it more, and while I do love the Great Pumpkin immensely, I don't know. Come on, come on! Oh, how did I miss? Oh well. Charlie Brown Christmas, I've watched more, I appreciate more, and it's more traditional. Like there would be Halloweens when I was a kid where I would miss the Great Pumpkin. Charlie Brown Christmas I would never miss, and if by some fluke I did, I was so devastated my mom or grandma or whoever would drive me to the library so we could rent their video copy. Yes, I was that much of a baby. Deal with it. But yeah, if I had to pick, Charlie Brown Christmas. And honestly, if I had to pick between Christmas and Halloween, I'd probably pick Christmas. Mostly because I've grown to appreciate Christmas more than I've appreciated Halloween. Maybe that'll change when I get older. I don't know. Question number 11 is the last one from Mark Leota. And he would like to know what my favorite Halloween movie is. Well, honestly, unlike with Christmas, where I could definitely ring off a bunch of movies I watch every Christmas, Halloween, there really aren't that many. Like, The Great Pumpkin I'll watch, Nightmare Before Christmas I'll watch, but then again, that could also count as a Christmas movie. Ichabod and Mr. Toad is one I watch. If I had to pick one that I watch the most on Halloween and around Halloween, it would probably be Mickey's House of Villains. Because it's not that I'm afraid of scary movies, it's just that I'm not interested in them. I'm more interested in, like, the gripper, like, the thriller movies, like, the ones that have, like, gripping stories and all that. Like, just possessed dolls and creepy demon nuns or anything. That doesn't interest me. Like, I watched, at the behest of my sister, the Conjuring films recently, and I was not a fan. Not because I was scared or anything. There were some pretty decent jump scares in some of the points, but all things considered, I was genuinely unimpressed with those films. Again, it wasn't their fault. It was just like, I'm just the kind of guy, like, I would appreciate... Look, I'd appreciate a movie like A Time to Kill, or Catch Me If You Can, or, like, story and character-driven based things more than just an experience. Like, my brother-in-law and my sister adore the Purge movies. I think the Purge movies are incredibly stupid because if we were smart, if we as a society allowed for a purge, I'm pretty sure at least half the people would be going after the rich assholes profiting off of the purge, and laughing and hitting their cups together and, like, performing toasts and all that. That they'd be going after the rich people, and that friggin', jeez, everyone's landing on the bank today, it's crazy. And the purge would immediately stop, and they'd be like, no, we can't do it anymore, the rich people are in danger. Sounds like America, but anyway, I digress. I have a question from CC Rose for number 12, and she would like to know, I know it's late this year, but would you consider doing a horror-themed month for October and play scary video games, a la Resident Evil and the such? Again, like, I'm not a real huge fan of those games either, because, granted, some of them have really good gripping stories. A lot of them are just shoot the monster, move on, shoot the monster, move on. Like, we went to Dave & Buster's a couple months ago, and my brother-in-law loves those shooter games where you shoot the zombies and all that, and the monsters and all that. When I go to those games, I prefer to get the tickets so I can go and get something good, like the ticket betting games and all that. Occasionally, I'll do, like, the Star Wars Simulator, or the Mario Kart's my favorite to do there, but that should come as a surprise to no one. But anyway, I'm not a big fan of those games. So it would be I'm not the kind of person to really do those kinds of games. Even like Call of Duty Zombies, which, my god, my sister makes me play all the time when I go to her house, because it's like the greatest thing in the world, and I'm like, you're just shooting zombies. They're saying they're like Nazi zombies. That's why I love the Stick of Truth as much as I do, because that game makes fun of all the friggin' Nazi zombie bullcrap. But I digress. Yeah, I'm not the kind of guy to do that. If I do any themed Halloween or just themed video games for something, it would probably be something like Horrorland, or creepy things from games like the piano from Super Mario 64, or like, I might do Oogie's Revenge next year, I'm not sure. But I'm not the kind of guy to ask to play, like, a Resident Evil, or Left 4 Dead or something like that. I'm not the kind of guy to ask to play those games. Unfortunately. Not that I'm a nincompoop or anything, but I have my preferences, as everybody else does. And we're at the last 5 turns, and I only have one question. That's good timing on my part, if you ask me. And the last question is from a newcomer. Vanagirl97 would like to know, what is your opinion on the new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers that have come out since your last Q&A video? Considering my last Q&A video was several months ago, yes, quite a few Kingdom Hearts trailers have come out since then. Oh dear. Oh dear. No, and that's not an oh dear as in, like, I'm, like, disappointed in where the game's going. Those are genuine oh dears as in, this game is going to wreck my feels. And I'm not ready for that. I thought I'd be ready for it because, like, 2019, other than the Let's Plays I have planned, I have essentially 3 things I'm looking forward to. Game of Thrones ends its last season, or starts and ends its last season in April, if I'm not mistaken. Kingdom Hearts 3, and then my trip to Disney. Those are the 3 things I'm looking forward to. Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't know. It's starting to greatly concern me, and not that it's going to be a bad game, but it's going to be one of those feels things, and I'm not ready for another feels Kingdom Hearts game. I'm still getting over playing Days and Birth by Sleep in 2 successive years. That was crazy, but now, oh my lord, it's just gonna keep getting worse. The gameplay I really like. I love the way the Pirates of the Caribbean level looks. Looks so much better than it did in Kingdom Hearts 2. They've definitely learned how to make, like, real live-action-ish looking characters to paint into that game. In fact, it looks so good, it makes the rest of the stuff that you've seen in the trailers look so cartoonish. Like, there's a scene in the trailer where, I don't know what his name's gonna be, but I don't think he's Luxord anymore. You guys will meet him eventually. He's the Pirates of the Caribbean nobody that appears in our second trip to Port Royal in Kingdom Hearts 2, which should be up in the next couple of days. Where him and Jack Sparrow are talking amidst that huge battle in the third Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And I think they're, like, parlaying so they can discuss terms of surrender or something. And you can see it. It looks so good. And they got every little detail of Johnny Depp's face. And I swear to God, if Johnny Depp is the one voicing Jack Sparrow in that game, I think I might squeal like a fanboy. Like a fangirl. Honestly, I will lose my masculinity points if that's Johnny Depp. Because that sounds like Johnny Depp. It's the same with how the guy that's doing Buzz Lightyear in the game sounds like Tim Allen. But I'm 90% sure it is Tim Allen. I know the guy that does Woody is Tom Hanks' brother, so I already figured that was going to happen. But, God, he sounds so good. But anyway, getting to the point. And in the trailer, you see all the detail and attention to detail that they put in Jack's face. And then it cuts right to the next part of the trailer where you're on Mount Olympus fighting the Titans. And Hercules and Hades and the Titans, they look so cartoony in comparison to Jack Sparrow. Like, for the first time, I like the live action stuff a little bit more than I like the cartoony Hercules angle. And the cartoony stuff, I think the only reason I'm weirded out with the Hercules one is because the rest of the Disney worlds are based off of either live action or 3D animated movies like Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., Frozen, Tangled, And because those films look amazing to begin with, Hercules seems like it doesn't really fit the creative mold the same way it does in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. But I digress. That's one aspect of it that I've really enjoyed. I like that they were incorporating other characters from other games that I thought that they were just going to discard. I'm actually surprised about that. I do have one thing to complain about, and I will be complaining about it in a later Kingdom Hearts video, if I'm not mistaken. They'll put Rapunzel in your party, and I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Flynn Rider's a little weird to have in your party if you're going to have Rapunzel, but that's fine. But in the game, you're allowed to have 5 party members, so I would assume that's because Riku and Kairi are eventually going to become party members, but again, that's only an assumption. I have no knowledge. In Monsters Inc., in the Monsters Inc. world, Sully as a partner makes 100% sense. Mike Wazowski does not, but again, maybe they'll give him some like unique powers or something. Because I swear to God, if they're just meat shields like they were in Birth by Sleep, I'm going to be very disappointed. I want to level up my partners. I know Donald and Goofy will have to level up, so I don't know if these other guys will. Hercules I love having as a partner. You have Baymax as a partner, Jack Sparrow as a partner. Buzz and Woody are your partners. One I don't get is, in Arendelle, you have the golden opportunity to have Elsa as a party member, and they choose not to go with it, which is... I don't know if that's a ballsy choice or a stupid choice on their part. I guess I'm just gonna have to wait till the end of January to find out, but... like, really? Elsa is a sorceress. The female characters you have as party members kick ass in the games. Like Ariel in the first Kingdom Hearts game. She did so much damage. She's a healer. She can do great damage with the thunder. I don't know where she gets it from, but she does. Mulan in Kingdom Hearts 2 is another kick-ass girl. And when we get to Birth by Sleep, there is a female playable character that does really good. That is really good. And I'm like, okay, Rapunzel I get, but why not Elsa? Elsa is the Ice Queen. She can freeze people, shoot pulses of energy, like shoot Ice Beam, direct hit, sorry, critical hit, it's super effective. She can do that, and it's like, Square's not doing that, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a really missed opportunity or not. I don't know. Not getting Hayden Panettiere to voice Kairi is kind of surprising, considering she's voiced Kairi in every main story, like Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts games. I know they have the little girl who used to be in Mike's Super Short Show on Disney Channel playing Kairi. Because she was also in Phineas and Ferb and was in Zack and Cody. And before I know I haven't called it Beavis and Butthead in a while. Does not mean that I like Phineas and Ferb. I hate it still because it's a disgusting aberration of animation. But again, this isn't a Phineas and Ferb bash. Can't think of her name. Is it Allison Stoner? I think it's Allison Stoner. But she's doing that voice. It's surprising Hayden Panettiere is not included, especially since friggin' Haley Joel Osment has sounded the same since, like, 2004 in every time he's done Sora. He doesn't sound like he's getting older, he sounds like he's getting dumber. Like, I was picturing Sora in Kingdom Hearts 3 to sound more like an American Shulk in Xenoblade, where it's like, he sounds like he's an adult, or he's becoming an adult. He sounds just like, he just sounds like the same way he sounded in, Coded and Dream Drop Distance and all the games he's been in since he lost this Sora voice and got this Sora voice. I thought he'd be like more like He'd be more like what David Gallagher has done with Riku. Again. But, again, I digress. I am curious as to who they're gonna get to voice the main bad guy. We haven't met him yet in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Xemnas' voice actor is gonna return. Richard Epcar is gonna return to voice Ansem. Christopher Lee's obviously not playing Count Dooku, for obvious reasons, because Christopher Lee is dead. And he hasn't done it since, I think the first version of Days, which is crazy as all hell. And a 30-coin duel. This is a 30-coin battle. This is crazy. It's gonna be Day at the frickin' races. Of course it is. But anyway, I could go on tangents forever about the opinions I have and the curiosities and like the summoned animations. Like Wreck-It Ralph's okay, I expected Wreck-It Ralph to be like that. But Simba's animation and Ariel's animation as summons, oh my goodness. I have theories as to why they look the way they look and Wreck-It Ralph looks normal, but that's just a theory. We can worry about it later. There are a bunch of theories I could get into, but I don't want to talk about them now because I haven't Let's Played two of the most crucial Kingdom Hearts games yet. Them being Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance, so I don't want to get too in-depth on those, on like what other things I could think of, but I am curious to see who's going to play the main bad guy in Kingdom Hearts 3. Also, Sexy Larxene came back. Oh, you guys. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about when it's Sexy Larxene, go back to my original Chain of Memories Let's Play. Actually, not original. My actual Chain of Memories Let's Play from 2015. And go up to the first fight with Larxene. I play a cutscene from the PS3 version at that time. Oh my god, her voice is like, hello. She's got that really, oh my god, a voice that could melt a guy's heart. I don't know. I just don't know, you guys. I just don't know. But honestly, that's all I can really think of without trying to get into too deep of spoiler territory, so yeah, I think I'm done answering questions. I hope you guys have a very happy Halloween. Hope you guys, some of you have great plans. I know it's on a Wednesday this year, which is very disappointing to some. Very good for me because I can just sleep all day and then watch movies and maybe record some Mario Party. But I'm probably going to be up really early tomorrow to record Mario Party so I can spend the rest of the day just sitting around eating candy and watching movies. And gearing up for Christmas! Because Christmas is coming. I am a pro-Christmas person. I don't care when Target starts putting it out as long as they've had Halloween stuff out first. That's my rule. It's the rule in my store, too. Like, I don't want... Oh, my lord, with the hidden boxes! Blocks, whatever, I don't care. Just... Ugh. Crazy. Anyway, long story short, I don't like when stores put out Christmas stuff before Halloween. My store tried to do that. Like... Ugh, I don't even want to get into it. It's just... Like, I was like, really? It's not even Halloween yet, and you want to put out... I don't even remember what it was. I think it was like candy cane, not lights, like the candy cane spoon or something that, that people, like, would slurp stuff up in and drink, like they could use it as, like, a spoon for cereal and all that. I don't even. And again, long story short, Halloween stuff... Once Halloween is over, I will allow Christmas to consume everything. Because that is what Christmas does. It worked very hard to become the consuming thing of all. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. You will hear my succulent and beautiful voice once again when I do my Christmas-themed Q&A session, which I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. Should I do it at Snowflake Lake in Mario Party 6? Should I do it in Toy Field in Toy Dream, sorry, in Mario Party 5? Chilly Waters in Mario Party 3? Or just a random Mario Party game? I don't know. Or I might do something different. I might shoot myself doing Wii Ski and Snowboard because I like that game. I haven't played that game in a while. Actually, the last time I played it, believe it or not, was when I did the test for Elgato all those friggin' years ago. When I did the Wii test. And of course, the Yoaster came out on top. Did we really expect anything else? Jeez, I really do need to, keep up with my allergy pills, because my allergies are just killing me lately. Come on, Yoshi. Cosmic Moon Power! Yay, you turned him into a frog. Good job. Oakley dokley, guys. I think that's pretty much it. So, I hope you guys have a happy Halloween. Again, thank you guys so much for getting me to 3,000 subs. And now you guys won't have to wait till I get to 3,500 for another Q&A session, because one's coming at Christmas. Granted, you guys could get me to 3,500. So you guys could get me there. I have faith in you guys. At the same time, but again, I'm not gonna push it. I don't like whoring out my channel. I like building it up normally. So, anyway, thank you guys so much for helping us get there. I will see you guys next around Christmas, unless you guys start spiking up my totals, my subtotals, and I'll go into more detail of what's gonna happen the later things go. So, until next time, I will see you guys whenever. Saya freaking Nara.